Hello everybody, my name is the Deuteron Doctor. Today we're going to be doing a how to play on the Rapid Blaster Pro. The Rapid Blaster Pro is a middleweight weapon despite the fact that it has quite a long range. It has somewhere in between a heavy splatling and a sniper in range. It takes about 3 to 4 shots to kill an enemy while using the Rapid Blaster Pro, if you get only non-directs, that is. And that depends on if your enemy has been damaged by swimming in the opposite team's ink. But if you get a direct, it'll take 2 shots. Doesn't have to be 2 direct shots, it can be 1 direct shot and 1 non-direct shot. If you get 1 direct, it's automatically a 2-hit kill. Now, this weapon does struggle in close to medium ranges. So if you are trying to rush in alone with this weapon, you are not going to survive. However, I will say that in certain matchups, it could be beneficial. If you're in a medium range and you're versing, let's say, a dually that has a very short range, like the Dapple dualies, for example, you're going to win the fight as long as they don't dodge towards you. If they dodge towards you, you're dead. But if you know how to play your cards right, you can win in some matchups, but it's not going to be easy for you. The kit for the weapon is Toxic Mist and Ink Vac. Toxic Mist is pretty simple. It's basically just a way to slow down your enemy and drain their resources so that you can kill them faster than they can kill you. So the way you want to be placing it is you want to be placing it in groups, or you want to be placing it to block off certain paths so that they can't take that path. It's best utilized when you are in the back line supporting the front line team, tossing it in front of the front line team to gain them some sort of protection against flank routes that the enemy might use to get behind you. The Ink Vac is pretty simple in its use, as in it is basically a umbrella made of air, as in it blocks everything in front of you and you can shoot out of it after. But the difference is it sucks up everything, and the more ink of the enemy team it sucks up, the more powerful the explosion will be once the special is fired. So the best way to use it would be if the enemy is rushing your team down and you can protect them. Or another great use that I found is countering multiple other specials like Reef Shark, Ink Jet, Tri Cannon. It can very easily counter those and fire it back right at them. So if you know how to aim it right, you're golden when it comes to countering other specials with it. The abilities that I would recommend for it are going to be Ink Saver Main, Ink Saver Sub, Ink Recovery Up, Ink Resistance Up, and Respawn Punisher. The reason I said Ink Saver Main is because your weapon uses a lot of ink very fast. So the first way to get around that is by using that, so that you don't have to recover your ink as often. Same goes for Ink Saver Sub. Your sub weapon uses a lot, and I mean a lot, of ink. So another great way to get around that is by using that so that you don't have to recover as often. Ink Recovery Up is, again, the same thing, but instead of making it to where you have to recover less often, it shortens your recovery time significantly. So that is also a great way of going about it. And the reason I said Respawn Punisher is because the fact that you have such a decently long-ranged weapon, you can outrange most things. And what succeeds a lot on long-range weapons? Respawn Punisher. If they can't hit you, you're never going to respawn. So throw that on there and your enemy team has less respawns per fight. And it's going to be harder for them to challenge you once you wipe out their whole team, because they're going to have a slower respawn. Overall, the Rapid Blaster Pro is a pretty easy weapon to get down once you get used to it. You might need to lead your shots a little more than other blasters, sure, but it's a pretty fun weapon, and it can be used a lot in the backline. If you have corners in the backline, that's even better, because then you can just pressure the enemy team from the backline and be in complete safety behind your front line. Anyways, that's all I have to do for now. My name is the Deuteron Doctor, and I will see you later. Bye.